Hello folks and welcome to another video. I hope this one does find you in the very best of spirits. And if you happen to be one of the 2 billion or so Catholics in the world, I hope that you're pleased with the selection of the new Pope. An American fella, I see. Just what the world needs. More Americans on the world stage. Don't take offense, my American friends. If you do take offense and you choose to dislike the video or unsubscribe, you go right ahead. You're the people that I'm talking to. But for everyone else, yeah, Pope. He's taken on the name Leo, hasn't he? Pope Leo. Can't remember what his actual name is. Um, has been appointed by the conclave group of cardinals over there at the Vatican. I saw a post earlier this morning, a picture of the white smoke coming out of the chimney, and next to that white smoke was a seagull. And for a split second, I thought to myself, well, bugger me. They've actually chosen a seagull to be the next pope. And it's a bit of a reflection on where the world is at when you consider that the selection of a bird to be the next leader of the Catholic Church will not be the craziest thing you hear or see today, folks. It is an interesting world that we live in, isn't it? Well, interesting is one way of describing it. Another way would be a world full of horse shit that far too many people believe. But don't get me started, folks. We're here to escape that, aren't we? We're here to go for a fly, pretend that we are pilots as we pilot our virtual aeroplanes all over the virtual skies. I'm back in the Microsoft 2024 sim, which is a bit of a rare event for me. I've got to tell you, I don't spend much time in here at all. Hence the distinct lack of videos featuring this simulator on my channel. I spend most of my simming time, my precious simming time, in X-Plane, and I've been enjoying it very, very much. I don't get to fly very often anymore, so I am quite selective about where I choose to spend my available time, and yeah, haven't regretted my investment in X-Plane in recent times. But today we're in Microsoft 2024. Thought I'd jump back in, see what it's like, see how it's performing here on my rig. And really the impetus for jumping back in was the update to this aircraft on your screen. This is the Horizon 787-9, recently updated to whatever version number came up at the start of the video. Yeah, and I thought I'm going to fly from somewhere and to somewhere that I've never been from or to. And the livery on your screen gives you an indication of kind of where we are, or at least the continent upon which this flight takes place. Let me show you the flight plan, folks. And here we are in Little Nav Map. And yes, here we are. The livery might have given you a clue. We're in Africa, folks. Not in Ethiopia, as the livery might have suggested, but a little bit further south. And we're going to do a cross-continental flight, beginning in a place that I have no memory of ever visiting, either IRL or virtually, and that is Kinshasa, here in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, or the DRC, as the cool kids call it. Kinshasa. And we do have custom freeware for this airport, and I'll link to that in the description. And it's basically an easterly track for about 3 hours and a bit across the country of the DRC, and then we'll spend pretty brief sort of time overhead or in Burundi's airspace, and then into Tanzania, and we'll basically cross the entire width of Tanzania and end up in the coastal city of Dar-Es-Salaam, or Hotel Tango Delta Alpha is the ICAO, Dar-Es-Salaam, And our departure ICAO is Foxtrot Zulu Alpha Alpha. I still remember all those phonetics. I go all right, don't I? Hey, the old fella? Still got something going for me. Anyway, that's the flight plan, folks. Going to go across at 41,000. That's the plan anyway. 1,482 nautical miles of flying. That's a fair journey. That is a fair old journey. Of course, the video will be much, much less than that. The usual kind of length, 20 to 30 minutes. The usual kind of format, folks. So this flight plan segment, well, there's an introduction segment, there's a flight plan segment, there'll be a departure segment of some sort. There might be one or two cruise segments. We'll do something maybe on descent, and then an approach, and we're done. You've been around for a while, you know what to expect here on the channel. And if you have been around for a while, let me take this opportunity to say thank you for your support. It is very much appreciated. I'll get us started, folks, and out towards a runway here in Kinshasa. Alrighty, so engine start has been achieved, folks. As I may have mentioned during the introduction segment, this is a custom freeware rendition of Kinshasa International Airport. Quite nicely done from the limited experience I've had with it. I'm going to jump back inside, make sure we don't hit any of these static aeroplanes. Runway 06 will be our departure runway here at Kinshasa. It's a pretty hazy old day here. Got running with live weather. I've been really out of it in terms of how this sim has been coming along. I don't pay anywhere near the attention that some people do. Some of you potentially do. More up to date with what's happening over there in the old X-plane. Looking forward to this though. We don't have a good 787 an X-plane, do we? We have that, well, not yet. There's one in the works, a flight factor one, but we have the, I think it's the Magnite 787, which isn't of the highest quality. Disappointment seems to be pretty common. That's a pretty common response to people who pick that up, even when it's on sale. Anyway, we have everything set up here. Flaps 5, our trim is set. We're barring up. We've got 41,000 plugged in. We're flight directoring it. We're auto throttling it. I think we're pretty much right to go. We'll just turn around to the bottom here of 06. Our rotate speed is 149. We're carrying about 41 tons of juicy. Let's see how I go with turning this beast around. A little bit of a challenge. Haven't been in it for a while. Have enjoyed it though. In the 2020 sim. Do like the Dreamliner. Do like it as a passenger as well. IRL. I don't know. He's going to screw this up, isn't he? He is. A little bit of left engine, mate. Oh, my apologies, folks. I might jump outside. That might even help me. Righto, here we go. Nice looking bird. Nice livery too. Dirty big cloud sitting up there. Back inside. What are we cautioning? Oh, asymmetry. Yep. I know. Don't worry, I won't take off with the throttle levers in their current position. There we go. Oh, she's a bit of a stutter fest, I've got to say. Very hard on my rig, this one. There we go. Oh, it looks good. Nice clear panel and everything. It looks good. Alright, shall we do it, folks? Checklist incomplete. Yeah, I know. Bring those throttles up. Press that button. Is that the one? Are we auto throttling? Don't think we are. Manual. Let's do it. Airspeed's alive. That's 100. And we'll rotate around about here. Gently does it. Up into the bars, mate. Positive rate. Happy with that. Oh, she wants to climb. Holy crap. Let's just shoot for the sky. We have our trim setting wrong or something. It's about 15 degrees. Retrim. We got autopilot here, Georgie. Thanks, mate. There's a bit of a bit of a shudder there when I turned you on, mate. Really should have LNAV'd and VNAV'd it. I'm gonna jump outside. Kinshasa, DRC. Right turn, Georgie. Nicely done. Oh, some of those clouds are a bit. The ones close up are alright. That stuff's a bit weird. Jumping back inside. Really should have got rid of those flaps. 235 is our VNAV speed. We oh, that's a nice effect outside. Forgive me, folks. It sounds like we've throttled way back, Georgie. What have you done? Ah, we've got a an altitude restriction in this departure. That's why. Well, thanks for throttling back, Georgie. I would have just kept on climbing, mate. Safely away, folks. On our way to Dar-Es-Salaam. And welcome to the cruise. We are at flight level 410, cruising at just under Mach point 85, heading eastbound. We're about a third of a way into our journey. Still in DRC airspace. There's a whole lot of green to look at when you look down. A lot of forest with the occasional mix of brown and yellow and ochre. Ochre. Is that a colour? I seem to remember ochre as a colour. Kind of a brownish, reddish, yellowish colour. Ochre. Jumping back inside. Yeah, Mach point 845. Everything going well. We're running low on fuel in the center tanks. Yeah, real low. We'll just exhaust our center tanks. We've got plenty of juicy to get us across to Dar-Es-Salaam. Yeah, we're going to land with 25 tons according to this. We're about 1,000 miles away. I haven't got a toddy predicted as yet. We haven't actually plugged in an approach either into Dar-Es-Salaam. We'll have to do that. Oh, who's the we? There's only one person. Folks, I like to pretend that I have company. I do actually have company. Canine company, the best company, some would argue, and I would be included in that sum. Wonderful creatures, dogs and birds. Probably my crew. As I look at her sleeping soundly next to me, nice and relaxed. What a life, eh? But what a life to be blessed by having her presence. Speaking of blessings, a completely unintended segue, folks. This Pope character. I'm gonna look him up. I'm gonna find out some more about the Pope. Not that I'm that interested, but I've got another couple of hours flying ahead of me. The dog's asleep. Birds are pretty quiet. Not much happening. Might as well edumacate myself about the new Pope. Alrighty, we are deep in Tanzanian airspace at this time, folks. I've always wanted to use that sentence in a video. There you go, my life is complete. I'm ticking off my bucket list. I don't know how many more videos I'm going to produce, folks, so I've covered off deep in Tanzanian airspace. If this happens to be the last video that I produce, I will go in peace. Didn't realise how dirty this livery was. Dirty livery for a dirty pilot. Hey? Is it dirty, or is it just why the light's falling on it? Tanzania, Africa, folks, as opposed to the other Tanzania. You idiot. Jumping inside, we are getting close to our to Toddy. It's not too far away. Specifically, it is 206 miles away. Actually, that's further than I thought. Mental note to self: do some planning before you start talking, mate. Anyway, it's been an enjoyable flight. It's been a pretty uneventful flight. The sim performance, I was going to say it's been a bit, well, what's the word? It feels quite laggy. Like as I move around, like there's a delay when I move I'm moving my mouse a split second before the view's actually shifting, and I'm noticing some weird kind of stuff. I don't know if you saw that there. You see how look down here on the PFD, and as I pan from side to side, you'll see a shake down here. Let me zoom in if I can. You see that shake on the altitude display? Watch. See it sort of shake, and it lasts after the camera's stationary. I don't know if that's a setting that I have to play around with or something. I guess I've been flying too much in X-Plane. I just don't have those issues, so maybe there's something here in the 2024 sim that I'm forgetting about. I need to configure. I don't know. Bottom line, I've enjoyed myself, and the sim hasn't crashed, and the aeroplane's performed as I expect it to perform. Yeah, not much more to say. I did do a little bit of research on the new Pope. Short version, more of the same, is what I sort of got from it, in terms of he seems to be a guy that is kind of aligned to what his predecessor was trying to do, whatever the hell that was. I don't pay that much attention, folks. I just took the opportunity to research. More of the same is what I get from the article. My dog has decided that it's time for me to shut up and for her to get some attention, so I'll do that. And next to you for an approach segment. Alrighty, concluding stages, folks. That is Dar-Es-Salaam, Tanzania. Out there on the right hand side of our aircraft. We're about 10 miles or so from touchdown. 13 miles actually, once again. No planning done before I open my mouth. I do have my my little one, my little dog. She is comfortable and secure. Hopefully she will let me concentrate for this concluding stages of the flight. It's been an enjoyable journey. 3 hours and 16 minutes of it. quite a long flight for me. Georgie, you're slowing down, are you, mate? Down to 186 knots. Oh, should I help with maybe a couple of stages of flap? Why not? Now you're reducing your speed even more. All right. I'm going to trust you, George. I don't fly this aeroplane very often anymore, and I was much more used to managing or manually intervening with the speeds and stuff. This is a fully automated approach, at least until we make the turn for home. 11 miles to run, down through 190 knots. Can I take auto brake at this stage? Auto brake 1 will be fine. We've got speed brakes armed, seat belts on, auto brake 1, flaps 5. All good as we make the turn for home. Okay, flaps 10 as we do so. 3000's plugged in, thank you. Alright, about 4 miles to run. Flaps 20, gears down. Struggling to maintain our airspeed. Georgie, you're going to have to do a better job than that, mate. I'm going to keep the auto throttle in to touchdown. Flaps 25, hell, I'll take all the flaps at this point. Flaps 30, VREF looks to be 140, at 145-ish, 146, based on our target speed of 151, what I can tell. It feels a little weird to hand fly this thing. I don't, thank you, Georgie, I don't really have, you know, a real world reference to go on. It just feels a bit spongy or something would be the word I use. Anyway, we are seriously high on it. We need to get down, mate. Forget about finding words to explain the feeling and just get the thing on the deck. Final runway 23 Dar-Es-Salaam, folks. Thank you. That sight picture's all wrong. Jeez, it's blurry. Those lights are blurry. So high. Where's my call-outs? Oh, there. We're on. That did not feel that good at all. Felt like a bit of a passenger rather than a pilot there towards the concluding stages, folks, and these lights are seriously blurry. Or is that just my eyesight? Regardless, folks, welcome to Dar-Es-Salaam. Thank you for your company in another flight. Until we next meet, you stay well, enjoy your simming, and bye for now.